Katie Holmes and Joshua Jackson are officially back on screen together, and fans are loving it. No, they're not reviving Dawson's Creek, but the duo was spotted filming a brand new movie in New York City, and it's giving major nostalgia.
Remember that?
I remember everything.
On July 21st, the two were seen shooting scenes for a new trilogy called Happy Hours. Later, they were even seen pushing a baby stroller together for the film. So yeah, it's safe to say, the chemistry is still there. Now, for those of you who remember the original Creek days, you know this reunion is a big deal. Katie and Joshua played Joey and Pacey on the hit teen drama that ran from 1998 to 2003. But what made it even juicier? The fact that they were actually dating in real life before their characters got together on screen. Yep, life really did imitate art.
I went to high school with Josh, and I can tell you right now, he's a terrific kisser.
Really? Is that true?
High school. I really did go to high school.
Is it Joshua over to
so,
be?
I mean, you know.
Yeah.
That's what you're saying. It's affirmative. Pacey's better than Dawson. I can't believe it.
Oh, yeah.
Katie was just 18 when she landed the role of Joey. She once told Glamour that growing up on set was a wild ride emotionally, saying she felt like the show's creator, Kevin Williamson, had this way of putting words to those feelings teens often struggle to express. And it shows. Dawson's Creek became a coming-of-age classic for a reason.
I think I'm in love with you.
So what exactly went down between Katie and Josh back in the day? They dated for about a year after the show started, and in a 1998 interview with Rolling Stone, Katie didn't hold back. I fell in love. I had my first love, and it was something so incredible and indescribable that I will treasure it always, she admitted, and that I feel so fortunate because he is now one of my best friends. Sound familiar? Very Joey and Pacey of them.
And I love you. I mean, I have always loved you. But our timing has just never been right.
Even after the show ended in 2003, the friendship never fizzled. Sure, they moved on, both romantically and professionally. Katie got engaged to actor Chris Klein, then married Tom Cruise in 2006, and welcomed her daughter Suri that same year. After their split in 2012, she was linked to Jamie Foxx, Emilio Vitolo Jr., and Bobby Wooten III. As for Joshua, he had a long-term relationship with Diane Kruger, and later married actress Jodie Turner-Smith in 2018. They had a daughter, Juno, in 2020 before going their separate ways in 2023.
If I ever did anything to estrange my daughter from myself, I would be bereft. Regardless of how messy the divorce is, beautiful the divorce is, easy, hard the co-parenting is, I need to be here. It's gonna be hard, but this is important. It is the great and beautiful purpose of my life.
But even through all those chapters, Katie and Joshua's bond stayed strong. Earlier this year, in April, Joshua opened up about their bond on Jesse Tyler Ferguson's podcast.
Busy and Michelle are very, very close, and
Yes.
Katie and I are very close.
He admitted they don't talk all the time, not weekly or even monthly, but when they do reconnect, there's this unspoken I know, you know kind of connection. And if that doesn't scream a decades-long friendship, what does?
Last time you were here, we talked about who you kept in touch with, and Katie was in another world.
Yeah.
Now that she's separate, have you got a call?
Yeah, actually.
Really?
Yeah. And like any old friend, it was like, oh, hi, how are you? What's going on? I had a kid. Yeah, that's crazy, I heard.
So when photos surfaced of them on set again, more than 20 years after Dawson's Creek ended, fans were quick to freak out. And then Katie made it official on Instagram, revealing that they're not just filming a movie, it's a whole trilogy. Called Happy Hours, the project clearly means a lot to her. In her post, she called working with Joshua again a testament to friendship, and added that the story is filled with people she loves.
It's amazing to start in this industry so young and to maintain those friendships. I think that, to know people who carry your memories.
It's really great to see Katie looking so happy now, considering everything she went through during her time with Tom Cruise. It was back in 2005 when the pair went public with their relationship, and it wasn't long after that when they announced their engagement. At the time, the two were completely head over heels in love with each other, gushing about their new love interest during almost every interview.
unfortunate. She's an amazing woman.
Remember that famous interview where the actor jumped on Oprah's couch to show the world just how obsessed he was with his new love? The two impatient lovers were very eager to start a family and welcomed their daughter Suri into the world, about 7 months before they were actually married. Unfortunately for Suri, she was not about to get any siblings anytime soon, as in an unexpected turn of events, Holmes filed for divorce after 5.5 years of marriage. There have been many speculations as to why Katie was so desperate to get out of her relationship with Tom. By now, we all know that Tom is a member of the Church of Scientology. In fact, he is reportedly one of the top 3 in command. And although Holmes converted, she has admitted that Scientology was also one of the reasons she wanted to get a divorce. Katie was overwhelmed with anxiety as she started to worry about the future of her daughter. Katie's family admitted that she had reason to believe that the actor would abduct Suri and intimidate her into joining the Church of Scientology. She knew exactly just how much Scientologists involve themselves in the lives of their members, given they were the reason she met Tom in the first place. That's right, get ready for one unique start to a relationship. Turns out that the risky business actor had his eye on Katie long before she was even aware that he knew who she was. It all started after Tom's divorce from Nicole Kidman when he decided to get back into Scientology while at the same time growing desperate to find love again. Unfortunately, it wasn't so easy as he had a rather large obstacle ahead of him. You see, Scientology has a certain procedure for how they expect their members to find suitable partners. At the time, there were even rumors that he had, quote, auditioned women to become a possible future wife. But a source of the church rectified this statement, claiming it was all a big misunderstanding, and explained what actually happened. Turns out that several young women were vetted by the church and, quote, tried out as Tom's next wife before Katie was chosen. Unlike the other actresses Cruise had approached, Holmes seemed to embrace Scientology, which was a major win for them. It wasn't long after that until Katie was asked to audition for the next Mission Impossible movie. Although she didn't get the part, 6 months later, Klein and Holmes announced their breakup, and just 1 month after that, Tom and Katie made their red carpet debut in Rome. Coincidence? Unfortunately, we'll probably never know, but it wasn't always sunshine and daisies for the couple. In fact, for Katie, it was far from it. Given how big of a movie star her husband was, it's not surprising that Katie grew tired of being known as Mrs. Tom Cruise. After getting married, she completely lost her identity and sense of self, and unfortunately, her career was in shambles as well. She saw actresses like Michelle Williams and Anne Hathaway, who were with her on the show, and felt disappointed with the turn her career went compared to theirs. She quickly became desperate to become her own woman again, one with an independent and exciting career ahead of her. Holmes started to realize that part of the reason she wasn't being hired anymore was that people didn't want to have Tom Cruise around on set. He was reportedly very controlling over what kind of movies and scenes she was allowed to do, supposedly at times even telling the directors how to do their job. This turned out to be a source of depression for Katie, as she no longer lived the life she once hoped for. She felt as though she had no other choice but to secretly come up with a plan to escape. And so she did, completely blindsiding the 58-year-old with a divorce. The actress planned to file for divorce months before she broke the news to Cruise, with a whole step-by-step plan on how to get out of the marriage. She used disposable phones whenever she made calls involving the divorce and hired 3 law firms in 3 different states. All this effort to avoid Cruise and his staff knowing all of her plans. Makes you wonder just how involved was the actor in her life. And because the Church of Scientology insists on divorces being handled internally, Katie had no choice but to blindside both Tom and the church by handling it all outside of their jurisdiction. Tom was shocked and extremely disappointed when she broke the news, but he agreed to make things easy for both of them, and it only took them 11 days to come up with a settlement. Katie's #1 concern was for her daughter, and thankfully for Holmes, she received primary custody of then 6-year-old Suri. Suri Cruise is without a doubt one of the most famous celebrity kids in the world. Unfortunately, the former It couple's divorce had a traumatic effect on the little celeb. Tom and Katie's relationship ended up gaining a lot more attention for 2 major and shocking reasons. The first reason was due to The Blind Side, and the second was because after the divorce, the Mission Impossible actor cut all ties from his one and only biological daughter. Yeah, you heard right. Poor little Suri Cruz was only 6 years old when her happy family was shattered into a million little pieces. After the divorce, Katie received primary custody. The settlement granted visitation rights to Tom, allowing him to see his daughter for 10 days every month. But it didn't seem as though he ever cashed in because since their divorce, Katie Holmes has been raising their daughter all by herself. Being a member of the Church of Scientology, he was, quote, not allowed to see Suri or to have a relationship with his daughter due to the fact that she does not follow the same religious practices. There has, however, during the past few years been speculation on this matter. A source of the church opened up to the media and mentioned that members are allowed to see their children of other religious faiths. It was in fact the actor's choice to cut ties with his one and only daughter. During the past few years, there have been rumors that Cruz wanted to reunite with his daughter, that he regrets spending so much time apart, but there is still no news that he has made an effort to see her. Now, you would think after their divorce, Katie would be photographed with at least 1 or 2 Hollywood bachelors. Well, think again. It's rumored that Katie and Tom's divorce settlement stipulated that she was not allowed to publicly date for 5 years after their split. This would account for why, until 2017, Holmes appeared to be far away from the dating scene. But that doesn't mean she wasn't dating. Katie Holmes was in fact in a long-term relationship with Jamie Foxx during this time, but only made their relationship public after the 5-year contract with Tom ended. As for Tom and Katie, well, guess we'll just have to see what information is revealed next. There is no doubt that they were by far one of the most unique and controversial couples Hollywood has seen over the years, with a story that is without a doubt one of a kind from the beginning to the end.